Yay.
God,
Tell the two who aren't here to watch the stream if they can, or at least, I don't know, pay attention.
So, yes, does anyone want to make a short summary of what happened last week?
What happened last? I had dreams, that's all I remember.
A fish disliked me.
Okay.
Rejected by a fish.
For a second
Yeah.
I thought I lost my notebook, but I just found it.
I just slept in a bush. So I didn't.
Oh fuck, what was this? Okay, this scared me. Okay, nothing happened. My light bulb just died. And I am now scared.
You what died?
The light bulb, just when I tried to click on my lamp, it just pop.
Oh,
It didn't
the
explode.
light bulb.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
I
I have no
had
lights
lightning
now.
bolts for a second.
so I have no light now. Great.
Oh.
Isn't this my beautiful luck today, guys? Where's my goddamn lamp? I have no lamps, guys, and it sucks. I guess I will have to live in this dark now. I swear I need new lights here. Okay, sorry. Some problems. You're on stream. Yeah, we're on stream. I'm gonna get this stream.
Oh.
Yes, cousin, somebody unmute him.
Have you learned your lesson?
No. She said no.
Too bad.
Too bad.
I mean, he did say he didn't learn it, so...
Oh, come on.
Yep, he definitely did.
I'm done with the munching.
Wait, what?
I have finished my munching.
Munching?
Food.
Nice.
Nothing will happen, I swear.
I need food.
I just came home and mom made something, so...
Good for
I
you.
have to cook. I don't want it.
Just do it.
Okay, I'm muting for a moment.
Bad influence said pop.
Carson, I might need to just say...
Bad influence said pop.
I am so scared of my lamp now. Seriously. This suddenly just...
Oh my god.
What
Bad
happened?
influence said pop.
Who's you? No, stop it.
Okay, so let's fucking change the things.
To know, so
Because
you can
that's what's supposed to be.
text to chat is annoying. Text to... I mean, it can be really funny, but it's really annoying.
It's not something everybody should have.
What?
What? I mean, can I try something just one moment? Just want to check out how long does it take for the goddamn TTS to say out my name. I just want to see it.
Kiwi, Caramel Fire 17 Dr. Star
So sorry.
said hello.
I just had to, I was like curious how much is it take? But there you go.
What the fuck is the what the fuck is the, what would the voice to chat text to?
Let's not use it, okay? Let's not use, I was just like curious, checking out if it actually works. Oh, Cider, you're gonna kill me this evening. This is going to be interesting.
Okay, thank you. I will.
I'm just like drinking Summer's beer at this point.
Summer's beer isn't bad. It's okay.
It's pretty good. I had like Strongbow yesterday.
I don't think I tried.
That's not as sweet as the Summersby. Summersby is really sweet. The Strongbow is not as sweet as the Summersby. But the Strongbow has a really beautiful cat actually. Oh, who's that? Who's that? Who came in?
Bad entrance. Hello?
I thought if I reconnected it would go away, but it didn't.
I need to calm down.
No, that would be terrible design.
It's worth a try, fuck off. Oh no, it's streaming, I'm sorry.
I mean, he hadn't thought of it since now, so I mean, it can't be that bad, does it?
Why is everyone
How
being
about
so
we just
mean
kill
to me?
Barris and don't deal with it?
Calm
get
down,
into that later.
guys. You're on stream. Everyone can hear you guys.
So, yeah.
Kill
Oh,
Barris.
wait, when did you start the stream?
Not long ago.
What?
10 minutes ago.
I'm gonna check it. I think it started like I don't know, man.
5 minutes
What?
ago.
5
6
minutes ago,
minutes ago.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like 6 minutes ago.
it just hit 6 minutes, yeah.
It's fine. It's at least we can
That's
get a
pretty epic.
good.
6
This
minutes
is the intro. Imagine we're talking about D&D Beyond or something.
It's D&D
Imagine we're talking about actual things.
D&D Beyond.
It's
know.
D&D.
I am thinking to
D&D
get something
Beyond.
to eat, but I'm
Nolan
like,
knows. Nolan knows.
Should we start or should we wait for Sophia to show up?
No, she said she's going to be a while.
So let's. I think let's start it. No.
Yeah,
We're
go.
not gonna do much useful things. Stop.
I mean, last time everyone's
Oh,
throwing rocks
almost
in the
made
water
me drop
trying to
Mac with
distract.
sand.
So, yeah. You were in the water and playing, you know, in the river and, you know, relaxing.
I was talking with Amon. I think, yeah.
Right.
In Journey RP, I was talking with Amon too, but after a while I went back. It was just a nice talk between Amon and me. Don't shoot them. So and now everyone is at the river, just basically chilling.
I'm being drowned.
Someone was
That's
trying to hunt fish. I don't
was
know who
hungry.
was it.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of hippies now.
It was some twat, aka Barris.
Animals are our
That's
friend.
my name, thank you.
Sound that.
We're vegan.
I'm not
can't-
vegan.
you can't hunt
How
animals.
dare you accuse me of something like that?
We're literally doing it right in front of us.
Okay.
So,
Why am I choking in the
Yeah.
river?
You are by the river as it's flowing by, and
you know how I'm being held under the water? Can I just go limp?
Why?
sure, make a performance check.
Just give me a second, let's go at my character sheet.
If he goes limp, I let him go scared.
I mean, you have to do an
And
insight check.
performance.
It doesn't. She doesn't have to. She can just decide that she.
It's 16.
No, Barris! What have we done? We killed him!
Yeah.
Performance. If you let go, I just float down the river.
I grab him and I'm like, no! We killed him! Oh well.
I can go for at least 3 minutes.
Oh, it's okay, he's fine. Unless
No,
like
you don't know that. You have to do a thing, so I did my performance check.
Ow.
big slap. Is he breathing? I don't think you've done a good enough.
Pull him out.
When
Off
I'm
of the
holding my
water.
breath, that's the thing.
She's not breathing. Of course, he's not breathing. His head is on the water. But yeah, you can pull him
How
out.
tall is he?
How tall are you, Barris?
How big in general?
6 foot.
Okay, I'm jumping on his belly.
So
You have a
do I
4
have to
foot
roll
thing
another
on your belly,
performance
just
check
bounce.
to not react to it, or
Well, no, you're unconscious.
Make a
apparently.
constitution check.
I'm trying to get the water out of you. I don't know what you're talking about.
where's that? There it is. I'm proficient.
Fuck. Oh shit, you're
Okay, so you managed to actually not react while she's jumping on you.
Jeez.
No, he's dead.
Oh, oh.
Whoops.
Well, Better harvest what we can, and I start drawing my dagger. Going to skin him.
I stop
Well,
him
it's been
and show him a bottle of oil from a bag and go, it's more respectful to burn them.
You're right. Let's do this.
I'm gonna stop them, okay? I'm like,
I'm
God
gonna
damn
start.
it, no.
Alright, as you get closer to put the
I'm
oil
gonna
on,
start
I'll
wrapping his
tap in your
clothing over
face
him.
and scare the shit out of you.
sit up.
Alright, so
So yeah, Barrett is
I'm not
hysterical
gonna
at
do
this point
anything.
once he's clapped in your face, scaring the shit out of you.
Oh my god, he's alive! And I just run over and just hug him. Oh my god, you're alive!
Burn him!
You're alive! I hug him.
The
Oh,
zombie
fucking idiots!
necromancy.
Can I throw my rock at him?
Ooh,
I picked up a pebble last game. No, I actually prefer the pebble over him, so I'm not gonna throw it.
I refuse, bro.
that feels bad, man.
So...
Sorry,
Who else is around?
I mean,
I mean everyone in the group is around, and then the two siblings they're by their cart. Or no, actually they're actually playing in the water. Sorry, I forgot that. The horse Sever is like standing right next to the cart and like eating some grass.
Those things.
Where's the rat?
Make a perception check.
Yes.
Do you mean the mouse?
Not
Yeah,
the
it's
rat.
mine.
I think we should start a rat counter from the amount of times rat has been said. Because
I mean, it's like Luma has like her backpack like by the cart, and it's there. The thing is there. Oh, you're not set to public, by the way. You can read that.
or am I not? Wait.
Sophia is not, or Beatrice is actually not set to public. I don't know if you are.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I am because
I did it.
godly.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to go to the rat.
Okay.
And
Fucking yeet it into the water.
I have some rope, don't I? Tie a ribbon, like a piece, some of my rope around its neck, like a bow.
Around the rat's neck? Make an animal have.
Don't hang the rat.
Hey guys,
I'm not hiding
guys, be quiet. Make an animal handling check too. Okay, so you managed to like calm it and not make it run away, and you tie like a collar around it. Yeah. Okay, you make a leash. We'll say that Luma currently hasn't noticed, and that she'll react whenever she gets there.
Who liked the rat least of all the
I
group?
don't know.
Let's see. Who do I want to tie the rat to? I'll go to Zahir. I want to tie the rat on his ankle, like he stole it.
Okay, make a stealth check. Do you have your armor on you?
Oh, not bad at all.
I'm rolling really good, Rat. I'm really happy.
Do you have your armor on you?
Oh, do I have to roll again? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Damn.
So you just roll again and take the lowest.
Fine.
Oh,
Okay, so
I noticed it.
Yeah, I mean, you notice her walk up to you with a rat.
Like,
But
Can you hold that for me?
okay. Hello, rat.
Giving him the rat.
I take the rat. Like, I don't really understand what's going on, but
yeah, I mean, you reckon.
Some
Yeah.
food in his pocket.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check. You do not have disadvantage. Sleight of hand.
Cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm horrible either way.
So yeah, you feel as you put some food in your pocket.
but I did I see it because yeah, I saw it.
And it's up to you if you see it or not.
Yeah, I see him like, okay, no, not in my pocket, and I just take it my arm, like take it out of my arm.
By the way, you would recognize the rat as, or Loom as quote-unquote mouse.
Wait a minute, I'm getting cold.
What? What was that noise?
I think he got a phone call.
Somebody's
DM,
phone.
Yes.
by chance, did I use any spells last time? I don't think so. I did.
You guys, you were there and then you traveled, so not to my knowledge.
Okay, so I still have my spell slots.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, you've been traveling, so you would have like time to rest.
I think Talk is missing one. The last time he.
I want to do something.
Somebody's missing one because somebody
Since my
decided.
plan failed, I'm just gonna go water.
Okay, but yeah, that's not important now. I fear what.
I want to. I'm gonna actually just freaking do it because I'm curious. I'm gonna do detect magic because I have that spell.
Okay, you can do it as a ritual too.
So I'm gonna do that, and what's the duration? Do you know the duration of that goddamn spell?
I think it's 10 minutes.
It should say, but I think it's 10 minutes. Yes.
Okay, I'm back.
I'm gonna check just a second. I can speak today. This is what happens when I drink a little bit. It's not much. It's just.
What? Quick question, what happened to the rat? Did anything happen? Like...
No, it's just eating food, I guess.
Okay, I put it back to...
Back to magic. Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Lumos. Yeah, give it back to Lumos.
And it takes one action
Okay.
to actually... Wait, what? Detect magic, school, divination, sure. Yes, time, one action, range, self, duration, up to 10 minutes. So no, the casting time isn't 10 minutes.
No, it's just.
So if you do those rituals.
Yes,
slots.
And you're a sorcerer, I think you can ritual cast. I'm gonna check.
Yeah, I can.
Yes,
I have it.
Can look at.
So, what I want to do is just start kind of walking around.
Actually, no.
What?
Sorcerers cannot cast rituals. Oh well, they can cast a spell, but they can't cast them as ritual.
So you need to use a spell slot.
Yes. Only because it's innate, you can't do it.
I mean,
Because otherwise, it should say at your spell casting, like it does with wizards. It says ritual casting, but it doesn't say that on sorcerer.
I don't know.
So.
And there is a fee to ritual casting, so that means that like sorcerers can't cast ritual cast but they can take a to allow it.
So,
Like.
but it.
Well, yeah, from those spells, but they can't do their sorcerer spells. Yeah.
But the thing is, it was in detect magic was in.
What?
Thing.
Detect magic.
Detect magic is in the sorcerer.
Yes, you can cast detect magic, but you can't cast it as a ritual. So you can't take longer time for you to not. You can't spend 10 minutes extra to not use a spell slot. You need to use the action, and then it uses a spell slot.
Okay, so this is my first time using a sorcerer, so sorry about it.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna start walking out first, checking the feather if it's anything magical.
The feather that you found?
Yeah.
Okay, let me. Okay, so let's see here. Detect. A B C D.
This is Ricky, I can hear you. The record is rolling.
Text magic. If you sense magic this way, you can keep. Okay, so you do sense magic.
Okay. You don't know what feather. I didn't show it to anyone. It's mine. I'm
Oh.
trying to like hide it as I'm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, you could be like on the other side of the card easily, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you notice that it's magical, and it has this like faint aura of
What's magical?
But it's
I think that she's looking at a feather. I don't think any of you know that she has.
no, yeah, no one noticed I had it.
Yes,
People tried to perception it, but you didn't notice it, so haha.
Okay.
Can you see which school it is?
It says, and you learn at School of Magic, if any.
Okay, so you would recognize that this it has a very faint aura of abjuration and divination.
Okay,
detect magic, detect my idol.
It's not there.
Abjuration and
You have it.
divination.
That's it. Well, it'll be in my bag, so it won't
Can
take my bag.
she
Yeah, but
see
yeah, it
everything
doesn't
around
matter.
her?
Yeah, but like she notices, but she's far away from the rest of you guys, so she doesn't notice
Okay,
anything else.
yeah, well then, yeah.
If you guys have anything other magical stuff, she doesn't notice that. She just notices the thing because that's where she is.
Yeah, so everything within 30 feet of me. So I'm gonna actually just kind of approach the cart. The siblings came in just to see if there's anything magical about it. You know, the cart.
About the card itself, the card itself does not
I mean, anything.
seem magical. Let's see here. But it's blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, 3 feet. How much is 3 feet? That's about.
That's like
Mm,
I don't know, counting.
I think you'd feel that like inside there's magic.
Okay, I'm gonna nicely go in the cart. Just no.
It's locked.
It's locked. Okay.
I mean, yeah, like, just so you're aware, it's their card.
Yeah, you thief.
But you could try to open it. It seems like it wouldn't be locked, but there's a door there that you can decide if you want to open or not. It's just like,
Can I try and open the door?
you can try and open the door. Yes, it seems to be not unlocked because they wouldn't have any. Yeah. So do you go inside?
Yeah, I go inside.
Okay. Inside you can see like it's kind of long and like a bit broad, so you can see in here it seems to be like a it's very like tightly packed everything. There are 2 like cots that are like hanging one above the other in one side, and then there's like these shelves. It's a very like there's a very special smell of like spices and like here or like maybe perfume in here. You can see like these shelves are filled with stuff. You still feel that like faint magic somewhere in here.
So there's
Like there's this like
oh, wait, there is.
it just seems to be like if you can see that there's this like it seems to be like a very like simple amulet glowing very faintly
I'm
of
gonna.
abjuration magic.
I'm gonna. So there's an amulet that is abjuration.
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
I think it's an amulet. Yeah, it should be.
Okay, nothing it. Anything else than that? That's the only thing.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna. If there is nothing else than the amulet.
You can see,
No.
but yeah, other than that, you can see like no, you can't see anything magical, but you can see like this rack where like the what seems to be like a crossbow is slung on the wall, and like a sword right next to it, and a shield.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
it seems to be their stuff. Just
Okay.
put
Does the
as.
amulet look like their stuff? Does the amulet look like their stuff?
I mean, it's in their cart, so.
Yeah. Okay. Logic. Sorry. But how? Okay. Abjuration. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna. I don't know. I'm not gonna end the spell, but
It's a very simple like what seems to be like amber amulet with a like carving of like a closed eye on it.
Ooh. Is it like a religious symbol or anything like?
You can make a religion check.
Wait, amber with a closed eye. Just a second. I'm just like keeping notes. Okay, I'm gonna do a religion check. I think I'm alright in that. I don't know. Yeah, I am proficient in that. Nope. This bot hates me. Okay, I think I have.
Could be. I mean.
Okay.
You don't know much about the Lost Realm or the Lozori, and they could have like a different faith. You're not sure.
Okay.
And it could be one of those, or it could be some other like stuff. It's magical at least.
Okay, good to know.
Definitely.
Okay, good.
It has like a stronger aura than the feather.
Okay. I will leave the card. I keep up the concentration just in case if I sense anything else, but I won't do anything else other than that. Thank you. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I mean the only god that you can think of that has like stuff with eyes attributed to their symbols is like Polytherol, but that's like an open eye on a tome, so it's still different.
So this was. I'm just gonna say Polytherol is. I can't pronounce the god name, but that god is an open eye.
Yes, it's an open eye on a tome. It's a tome with an open eye on the cover.
Okay.
It's his symbol. Yeah, he's a god of magic and knowledge.
I'm just gonna draw a little thing on mine. But I think I am done. But here you go, I freaking drew the goddamn emblem for Polytherol. But how does the carving look like closed eye? Nothing else, just a closed eye.
Yeah, like a closed eye. It's like filling with like some dark ink or something maybe. So yeah, but it's a closed eye.
Okay, thank you. Done. Sorry, just I need to keep.
I got guys in down. It's amazing.
It's good.
All right. So, is there anything else the rest of you want to do before we head out?
No, don't think I do actually.
I don't think I do.
Wait, do I see Elvira being like alone from everybody, aside from everybody else?
What's your perception?
11.
No, you don't.
Okay.
I'm an evil motherfucker. No. Yeah, I don't do anything else. I'm just gonna go back chilling. I don't know if anyone else like I'm. And my brother. I think there, like, maybe people can hear in the, like the forest, just someone swearing. That's my brother in the background. No, sorry, I'm a bit. I think I was just messing around. This is out of character talking. I was messing around that maybe we hear someone just you know, yelling "God damn it" in the background, pointing to my brother in the background. The background noise, the background NPC. What?
All right.
He's
So-
one... Yeah, talk.
Are you doing anything else before you decide to head out, continuing to Brindle?
Nah, nothing important.
I think we are.
All right. So, you know, you cool off a bit, or you relax a bit in the sun to dry off the river water, and then the siblings they like, oh, all right, it's time to go now, and you jump on the cart and
Yeah,
continue.
I'll fucking run up and jump onto the top of the cart.
Yeah. And yes, Hava goes inside the wagon, and Talon he's like, okay, let's go, and nudges the horse to trudge along. And yes, you start to head towards Brindle once again.
Okay. I'm keeping an eye out on the.
All right.
Like, you know.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm guessing that within the world we do not actually have the map, but would I know how much longer would it take us to Brindle?
About a few hours, probably. Let's actually check.
So we're probably not going to have another break. Or are we?
I would also keep an eye out.
Because I have an idea for if we're getting ready for a break in game. If we're gonna have a break, about 10 minutes before taking the break, I want to jump off the cart and try to shoot at least one fish. But if
So
there's
you
not,
did that.
Shoot a fish?
yeah, with a bow, like try to fish it.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you need something attached to the
If I just shoot it, it's not gonna run away when I jump in for it. Yeah.
True, but you know,
Why are you
it's a
hunting
river.
the goddamn fish? They don't deserve it.
But yeah, I mean, it'll take like 3 hours
To get killed.
to like you like asking Talon, and he has like be like, yeah, it's roughly 3 hours.
Oh yeah, then we're probably not gonna have a break, so I'm just not gonna do that. Never mind then.
No, oh wait, actually,
We just had a break.
I forgot. You stopped here at like the evening.
Yeah, I think we were gonna go have a
Yeah.
nap.
So you're gonna like camp here for the night. I'm sorry, I completely forgot.
I think
I'm actually gonna do a thing.
Yeah.
Is there a bush?
Alfira, what were you saying?
nothing. I'm like I was like,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I think you were right, Carlton.
Yeah, Coral,
Also,
continue.
Out of character, sorry if I act a bit stupid today. It's,
Yeah,
I need
Yeah.
Coral, continue.
If we're all getting out of the water, getting ready for like getting out of the water and everything like that, I would actually like to go away a bit upstream and then try to fish the fish.
Okay, with
A bow and, well, I'm guessing hemp and rope isn't gonna help me much.
I mean, it's kind of big, but
Yeah,
it could work.
heavy rope. So I'm thinking just try and aim for a fish that's a bit further upstream, so that when I hit it, I can jump in for it and it will be roughly in front of me.
Okay, make a perception check.
Yeah, give me a second. Boom.
Because, you know, it isn't like the big rivers where like salmon are like jumping up the waterfalls here. It's a deep enough river, and I mean they won't like keep to the surface. But I mean, let's give it a chance. Okay, so yeah, you don't really see any fish near the surface you would be able to shoot with a bow.
Okay, then I walk back to the camp, and I just want to take an eye out to see if anything's around.
Okay, so
Make sure no creatures are sneaking
Yeah.
up on us or people.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing actually too. I'm
Okay,
trying to
yeah.
keep an eye out.
yeah, you're kind of in the open here. There is like where you go. There's like a bit of like a height, so that covers you from like wind and stuff, and gives you some cover as well. But yeah, actually, if you want to be the first lookout of the
Yeah.
day,
I
first
want
watch.
I want to I want to look out first if I can.
You know what? I'm not gonna be first shift because I was first shift last time.
I'm gonna be
I'm gonna
first
look up.
shift with my
I can
0.
take first shift too.
Alright, so both of you make perception check.
Watch this. This bot hates me.
As the rest of you go to
And it
sleep.
doesn't. Holy Jesus.
Jesus does tend to be holy. Yeah.
Alright, so you're sitting by the campfire and watching. What are you talking to each other or something?
I wanted to, when I'm sure that everybody is sleeping and so that nobody can like listen to us, I want to ask a few. So yesterday, that was yesterday.
What?
In the forest. Was that you?
What do you mean?
Well, you abide that she doesn't know what I mean.
Like what? I'm sorry. What? Like out of character. What do you mean? Sorry. I need to know.
When we found found some strange creature in the forest that had all your things. After the battle.
Yeah. Okay. I think I yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was a bit confused. I shouldn't have. I'm just gonna. Alfred is being quiet after this question. Just like,
I just want to tell you. Look at me. I don't look normal, do I? So you don't. There's a lot of not very normal people in this. That's all I want to tell you. And I go on to.
I walk away.
I mean.
No, I. I just and I look look up, just continue around.
I mean.
Okay.
I first talking. I mean, yes, you are weird, but I am. I think I am. You don't understand, like my, weirdness. And
Well, I understand what I see in front of me, and that's a nice person. That's one spectacle. So even if you look like if you are different, you're still person. Then personality doesn't change.
I mean, is anyone else awake out of character?
I wouldn't think so, but it's up to you, people, if you want to be awake or something.
I mean, for
people.
I mean,
Well, I mean, I waited a bit until everybody slept.
Okay, so yeah, people are asleep.
I mean, just you, like the person you see in front of you is not quite who she is, it's I'm just like thinking, like Afira is like looking like really thinking.
You don't have to tell me anything.
This the thing that I'm asking you to maybe not tell people about this, but
Of course not.
do you promise?
I promise.
Inside.
I won't.
No.
Not fact.
I have some abilities that I found years ago, and I don't really like to. Oh God.
Sorry.
Giants.
Continue.
Okay.
Bless you.
And I don't really like to show them in public because I don't think it would be as accepted, if you know what I mean.
Believe me, I know. If I could, I wouldn't be walking around like this.
I mean, the thing is, people don't really. I'm like, Afri is looking nervous now.
I mean, what?
this
Can't
is
imagine what I would give to be able to change my body when I go into. That's fun.
like this is. I won't say this is me, Hafira, but you know, it's. I don't know. You don't understand. It's hard.
Maybe I don't, but
I mean,
don't touch. That's what I want to do.
Hafira is just like, you know, a bit like I don't know.
Actually, to be honest, it's actually a bit fun. It's a bit interesting meeting somebody who I can share some abnormality with,
You
and
mean?
I chuckle a bit.
I mean, my abilities are like born with me, but that ability of
So are mine.
I mean, the one ability of you know
Although
changing,
I must,
like
yeah,
changing is something that I don't think belongs here. If you know what I mean, like people wouldn't understand it. They would. And it's
people freak out about a lot of things, and often they freak out about things they really shouldn't freak out about.
Got them, Valkyrie.
Sorry, out of character.
I know.
I mean, I'm back to Africa. Sorry, just. I mean, it's just I don't like sharing about this thing because it's just my mother
And
told me.
I understand everybody has secrets. What's a knife?
I know,
It's not a crime.
I guess.
I have my
Maybe
own
seeing
secrets,
them from where we
and
stand.
I wouldn't want anybody finding them out just like that. So
I mean,
yeah.
like being. I can understand that people think that my power is interesting and how good it can be, but I don't want people to be jealous about it and
Well,
just you know do something with it. I don't know. It's all for it's pretty new
well,
for me too. Like
while I do say power to change my body, it would be fun, and I wouldn't say I'm jealous because to be honest, I wouldn't want to change.
the thing is, I mean I was born like this, and I point to myself like my half of things, and I was believing myself I was this, but later on it turned out I wasn't. I was like
Ooh,
you know,
that's complicated situation.
and it's you know it's like it didn't feel good. I was confused, and I am still confused, and I'm hoping to get answers soon about
Well,
my
I
whole
hope you
being.
find.
But until then, I guess I can try my use my powers. I just can you shut up, please?
No.
Sorry, out of character. This is annoying, brother.
I cannot.
But come on. I just don't like when you're yelling in the background.
It's just I cannot. Sorry, I cannot control it.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. This was out of character. Back to. Sorry, I lost focus.
Yeah.
This. Just a second. I'm sorry. Okay. Back to Alfrea. I mean, it can be really fun to use. Like I gotta admit, I was spying on those bandits, and I found their leader and everything, and it was pretty exciting, and it was really interesting to use my power for real once, and they believed me, and it was really fun. But you know, it's just something I'm scared of doing.
What?
In public.
What if they didn't believe? Like, true, you can change yourself, but don't. I would rather you not speak off into an enemy camp with a lot of people ready to kill you. Don't let anybody know, because you are quite powerful, and yeah, and just in general, I wouldn't want you to die. So
I deceived them, luckily, because I took the form of the person who we captured. So that was one of my lucky things, that I could hear his voice and see him, and that's why I took the armor, so I could perfectly fit in. And I think I just had luck.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just well, now at least some of us know, and so maybe we can look out in the future. Do you ever want to go into an enemy camp just to disguise? So, okay.
I mean, yeah, but it was it was interesting to not be Fira for a little bit, but you know, I mean, I could easily impersonate you, and I'm gonna use change form and actually look like Zahir, but like in my clothes.
Ooh, I look good.
And
I check myself out.
and I have his voice, so I sound like Zahir at this point. I can do your voice, so just imagine that I'm talking and say like you see, like this is what I can do. It's a bit weird, I know.
Amazing.
And I can do it anytime, but I don't want to do this in public because.
Well, understandable. Yeah, like just looking like a tiefling isn't really well for the public, and when I do magic, still a lot of people don't look kindly, so or are afraid. So when I would imagine that just changing when suddenly changing in front of a bunch of people wouldn't really be the smartest.
I mean, this is not how I like. I have an actual form, as I can say, the creature you saw in the forest, and I'm gonna drop the Zahir form and actually look like my normal, like the not Aphira, you know, the golden metallic thing. I can show you a picture. I think somewhere I.
All right, so yeah, describe what you look like.
Like I think I described that I look like.
I don't really remember though.
I'm gonna find it the picture. God damn it, I don't have lights on. Sorry, my lamp died, and I'm gonna find the picture. Just a second. Please be patient. My phone is dying on me. I have a drawing, so it's God fucking damn it, out of character. Oh my god. I have no lights, guys, by the way, and I can see shit.
Do you have a flashlight?
I think I have flashlight.
Can you use your phone, maybe?
Maybe I will do that, but I will put it in campaign 1. Second, just a second. My phone hates me today, again, as usual.
Take your time.
Also, I am just a bit. I am a bit drunk. I'm just a little bit happy. But this is how Aphir looks like. Just the head, and like the slight golden metallic color,
really
pupil
cute.
size. And there's no like facial features on me that can show stuff.
Is it only me, or does she look like an
You look
adorable
lovely.
yellow celery?
I study here with a slight smile on my face.
She looks like a ice cream
Celery
person.
stick.
If ever there was an angel, you might be one. And
Okay. I mean, this is not like angel. It's just a bit, you know, it's a mess. It's just I don't like using this form. It's it can creep out people with these eyes. Like look at these and just like showing my pupilless eyes.
well, yeah, I seem to be important though. That's why I can share. That's why it's fun to do this, and I use thaumaturgy to like make my eyes flash like colors. Like ooh, always them out.
Fierce chuckles. Actually, I don't know. I'm not really open talking about this, but Alfir not might be my only name. I don't really. I have another name, but I don't really use it. My mother told me this name. It's really short and it's really easy to remember for reasons. My mother.
Wait, 1 second.
What?
Yeah.
Can I go to? I'm gonna send you a message, Crimson.
Okay. I have flashlight. I'm gonna put that on because I don't see shit of my things. So I need to put my thing on some pure god. Why? Why you do that to me? God damn it! I don't have anything to like thing my thing to like my phone so I can see this motherfucker.
Are we still waiting or what?
Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. I mean, it's just I don't know. I just never mind. I'm gonna just go keep on my watch, playing with prestidigitation. Maybe a little bit, just and I'm gonna change back to my Alfira form because I don't,
Oh wait, look, I've been working on a thing recently, and I wanna like show her like I used prestidigitation to make like a bunch of geometrical forms like fold into each other like in my hand like a little illusion. So it just looks and it's like it's but then it's like how do you like it? I've been working on just making a bit of shows. I would like to hear your opinion. Did it look good or would you recommend?
Really good. It's really good actually. I have been trying to work on things myself, but yeah. I mean, I'm just a simple tailor, but I'm trying to do thingies like with magic, but I don't really like using magic all the time because people don't really accept it as much.
Well, fuck people, honestly though.
Yeah.
Like we've been given a gift in magic. It's so I don't feel that using it is any kind of wrong. Like, okay, maybe I overdid it with Varys yesterday, but other than that, if you use it in a non-violent manner, I don't see why. I feel it's fine.
I mean, I don't really like to use violent magic. I'm more, I'm more of the trying to find things and just.
You can heal. I have literally never seen anybody. I have read about it, but I've never seen anybody actually use healing magic. That was quite impressive.
Thank you. It's just it kind of runs in me. I think I don't know, and I'm trying to find out why is it.
Well.
I know.
Oh.
It's just.
What?
I mean, yeah. It's just don't know. Maybe I think. I mean, you're a sorcerer, right? It's something you're born with magic, right?
Yes.
I mean, I
I'm
think I was born with magic too, but I think mine is a bit different than yours, if you know what I mean.
It would seem, honestly though, I have, because how I do magic, I feel a certain energy and I feel what I need to do to release it in a way to achieve an effect, but I have never felt anything that was remotely healing or constructive. All I felt until now is just fire and a little bit of like the effect, but most just destruction.
I mean, it's just. I mean, I don't know. My magic is more of the. I just want to help people. It's just just the urge to help people. I think. I'm not really sure. I'm not like the person who hurts people. You know. I'm a bit.
Yeah.
I'm not a fighter. I was never.
I know. You see that. Genuine. You can see that, honestly, though. Question. That.
Be right back. Or out of character. I got problems.
Okay. Hold on. Get it away.
Okay. I think I got it. Okay. Out of character. I got it. We can go back then. Sorry, just my mom is angry.
Okay. Then, does your magic ever go wild?
So.
Not really. Not really. It doesn't really go wild.
Well, then it is truly different. I know. Sometimes I can't keep it under control. Just does stuff that I never planned to do. So, yeah. And most of the time that happened, it wasn't really pleasant for me or those around me, so yeah.
Let's hope it doesn't go bad. I mean, I can help if something goes wrong, hopefully. But you know, I mean, out of character, I think we are continuing our watch.
Oh. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the time. It seems the watch is almost over.
Oops. Okay. I think we are just doing our watch DM.
Yeah.
I think we are done for now. Our fingers.
Alright, so your watch concludes with nothing particular happening that you noticed at least.
Okay.
And yeah, you wake the next bunch of people. We're gonna.
I'm gonna take it.
I'll do it.
Whatever. I didn't do this at all last time. No one could find me, so I should probably actually be a member of this group.
No, I really want to be though. That's the thing.
It's okay, I'm gonna take the other watch.
Okay, so Elvira and Zahir, who do you wake?
Trixie.
Okay.
Trixie.
Okay,
What
Trixie's
else?
waking up.
Who didn't have a watch last night?
Me.
Taiwan, yeah.
So I would wake up Taywin.
Alright. So yeah, Taiwan and Beatrice, if you please, make perception.
By the way, DM, when we are sleeping, I am secretly holding the feather in my hand. because I am a motherfucker, and I still don't show it to people.
Okay.
Also, be right back, out of character. Just a second.
Yes.
Do we roll perception? Yes?
Yes, you both rolled perception.
Cool. Give me a moment. Ta-da.
You better know some.
I'm crap.
Alright. So, by the way, does anyone of you have dark vision?
I have dark vision. Well, I'm not allowed. Fuck.
Taiwan and Beatrice. Because I forgot to say, but if you don't have dark vision, do it disadvantage.
Yeah, I have dark vision.
I
Okay.
have dark vision.
Okay, so yeah, just straight rolls. Yeah, you can sit and talk if you want. You just like let the the watch pass.
I want to climb up a tree.
Please fall. What?
Yeah, I mean there aren't really much trees here. You're like in open space right now. You've gone past the forest before, but right
the
now
highest point around.
Okay, yeah, there's like a tiny hill, like maybe 2 meters high or something. Yeah, you stand there and like look around, and you can see the open plains.
I'm gonna squint and like do the goggles with my eyes, with my hands, like do goggles over my eyes, and you just look and scout.
Okay, look around. You don't see anything.
I just kind of pace back and forth when.
Okay, so yeah, your watch concludes without anything special happening that you noticed.
Is it getting morning or?
No, it would be around.
Sorry.
Let's see here. Like this is like halfway into a thing. So, the next group.
I'm just gonna grab the first person to the left. Just you know, I don't know who it is. Just gonna kick him.
Roll who is it?
Okay, yeah, roll like d6.
Sorry, yes, sir. Where on earth do I do that?
R/d6.
R.
/RD6, sorry.
/RD6, yeah.
You can also just click it.
Like that?
No R in the beginning. R/R space d6.
There we go.
There.
Thank you.
Okay, so you kick. So yeah, you kick.
Not a person who just slept. Anybody else?
You kick Batters, I think.
God damn it!
Yeah, Batters. You awake from a kick in your leg. Not too hard, but still.
Up you go.
I have to.
Yes.
I think so.
Fine.
It looks safe though. I didn't see anything.
Yeah,
So
she was
I'll
like
get up.
really high.
Quiet.
We are now on shift 2, right?
No, 3.
3.
Oh, I missed the whole shift. God damn it. I spaced out.
Nothing really happened.
I'm sorry, I spaced out for a second.
It was a 2-second shift because I'm getting ready and I didn't pick it up.
So.
Can I?
Yeah, is there anyone else than Barris having this watch? I don't think so.
I'll take the shift.
Okay. Have you already taken a shift?
I've not taken a shift tonight.
Okay. There is one more shift after this, just so you guys know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
We have 2 more people who have not done things, so we
Okay.
can... You know what, actually, can we have, like, Toph be with Barris so I can be with Saf?
Luma.
What's her name?
Luma.
Lum.
Next shift,
Okay.
if you understand what I mean.
Yes. So, it's Toph and Barris. Make a perception check, Barris, and I'll make one for Toph.
Tough is a tough boy. Sorry.
So sorry, not Toph. Elmon. 19 and a...
Oh, I don't have dark vision. Do I need to do it again?
Yes, you do with the he also doesn't because he's an Inserith and he don't have.
Yes.
So yeah, a 16 out of 12. Yeah, you spend the 2 hours without anything of note happening. What?
My idol.
Sure.
Whoever just kicked me.
Okay, so, Beatrice?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna put it by her?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So, yeah. And you wake up then, after that, you wake up Coril and Luma.
Yeah.
Alright. So, yeah, Coril and Luma, it's your turn.
my god, that's your
I do have dark vision, though it's getting morning, so I don't know if it counts.
Yeah.
Oh, my idol still work if it's in my bag, but I put my bag near her instead.
Okay.
Like with that in there, so it's
Okay.
a bit more discreet.
I'm humming in my sleep song.
Okay.
You won't be.
I throw a perception check, right?
And I
Yes.
thought you said I
Perception.
throw a rock at her and I freaked
Oh god!
And then Luma.
brilliant.
Does Luma have dark vision?
Yeah,
I
sure.
think she does. I mean, she's in
Yes, she
Roman,
does.
or halfling.
No.
I think she has.
Ooh,
She's small. She does.
that's okay then, fine.
That's how that works.
Oh.
Alright, so, so, Beatrice, you have weird dreams.
Oh,
You're out of water, but you can't breathe. It's like you're drowning. You've heard of it, but you haven't. It's not been possible for you to drown. But yeah, you dream about drowning.
Oh no.
Yeah. So yeah.
Does she wake up
the-
spitting salt water?
No. The watch concludes with you. You can see the sun rising in the east, and you wake up. Most of you well rested, and yeah, nothing special happened during that either. I think-
Not there.
I think at one point Luma was like, "Hey, look there! There's like a cow or something moving there." To you, Coral, and Coral, you were like, "Yeah, there's a cape moving around." But yeah, now you're all waking up.
Okay.
Oh, you're not going to describe the nightmare,
Shut up.
Colton.
Well, I mean, I did.
Did you? Oh, sorry, I
Yeah.
wasn't paying attention.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, are you not gonna pay attention? Oh.
Oh, my bad.
I go up to whom did I try to drown yesterday?
Me.
Barris.
Hi, I go up to Barry.
Okay.
Oh.
Hi. I had a dream.
Thanks for that.
How did it feel when I held you under the water?
Well, it was cold. No, I was just holding my breath. I thought it would be hilarious, and it was.
Have you ever run out of breath under there?
Once or twice.
I've never. It's scary.
Well, it can be.
What do you do when you stop breathing under?
Well, you either swim up,
If you can't,
or you die.
I don't like that.
Yeah, drowning the ditch.
I walk away.
Yeah.
I have a
So.
because I know what's happening.
Yeah. The Zezo siblings.
Guys, be right back.
All right. Have prepared breakfast for you, and yeah, you then jump on the cart
I don't
and
eat.
head out to Brenna. Okay. Yeah, you don't eat. Then you start to head towards Park. Yeah, let's take like a 15-minute break.
Yes. Colton,
Right.
15 minutes. Better me. We're watching you.
Yeah, 15-minute break, roughly.
We all know that means 45 minutes. Guys.
Nah, because I'm not at the dorm, so no one can be like, oh, hey, you should eat. Because that's what happened last week. I went out my room and they were like, hey, welcome, let's go, let's eat something. I was like, oh, sure, African food, nice.
Colton, no, you're not allowed to eat. Like, you're
Great, if
being-
Saphira joins us, we're taking a break.
We're more
Okay.
important.
Oh, hello, Saphira.
Your dad, I'm fine.
Are we taking a break?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
15 minutes.
I'm gonna have to go, like, for the
Yeah,
rest of the game.
Oh, okay.
If we're
Wanna
taking a
play
break now,
Toshi?
it's
Wanna
up
play
to
for
the
another
summer
15
time.
minutes and then go?
I have to go for, like, at 9, so we'll make a 15-minute break now. Gotta be.
Yeah, and 9 for you is 8 for us, I think.
Yes, it is.
Not me.
Okay.
It's 6.
Well,
Yeah,
you are a fucker.
You can go and drown in a
Where on
potato.
earth are you?
Oh
That's
my
6.
guy.
I was muted.
I get
said
the
hi.
8 thing, but...
Saphira, where have you been?
My mom dragged me away to buy some stuff. I'm really sorry, and I slept till like 4 p.m. So all my day ritual
alright,
scheduled
Peter.
shit got
This sounds
fucked
like
up, and
your
I'm so
fault.
sorry.
Oh my god, Saphira, you lazy fucker.
I'm not a lazy fucker. I just stayed up the wrong,
Despicable.
you know.
Walter.
Despicable.
Unforgivable, the things you've done today.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm really
Missed the
sorry.
first half of a D&D section over Discord. How can you?
I'm gonna go grab some food.
My
I'll
mother
never
said
sleep
you-
again. I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
You're not allowed to sleep, Saphira. You should know this already.
You're allowed to sleep. Just sleep sensible hours, like normal people.
Yeah, like 2.
Does
But all
anyone
my
mind if I
American
burn my
friends are
notebook?
like not here,
No?
you know,
Okay.
and
They
they
just
just
don't.
their time zones are
No,
fucked
no,
for some
wait,
reason
It's not
because
that
the Earth
difficult.
is fucking round for some fucking reason. So
Sleep is for the weak.
Hmm.
Stop,
Fair
you're
enough.
not allowed. You're better than this, Saphira.
I'm very weak. I'm sorry.
You're better than this.
Okay, if we get in a battle and I'm gone, where's my chart? Trix is gonna go ahead and do a fog cloud, and then just heavy crossbow all the way and hide her. Okay?
Wait, heavy crossbow? What, fighting shit?
I might.
If we do, I'm gonna not play for the rest of the game because I'm gonna be gone.
Okay, what did you say we were gonna do? Yeah.
Like a fog cloud to hide the rest, and then crossbow all the way.
Okay, you know how big a fog cloud is, right?
Or she can just hide if it's too much trouble for the
Yeah,
DM.
yeah. No. It's just like, sometimes a fog cloud is okay, but in tight areas, fog cloud is gonna hide in everything.
True.
That happened to me and my Sunday group once. They were like in a underground ruined temple, and we're like, oh, we're fighting cultists, or also fighting bandits, and we're also fighting the bandits. And there's all this big thing here with a big golem who have tremor sense. It's going around killing everyone. Let's throw a fog cloud here in this big room. No one could see anything, but the golem had tremor sense, so it just went around and smashed people, and they could hear screams and and stuff like that. So yeah,
That's terrifying. You guys.
yeah, they survived that. I'm surprised.
This is gonna kill us all. All gonna die.
What's the worst you have done to your players, Cotton?
What?
What's the worst you have done as a DM to the players, or have had done as a DM to you?
So, one of my players, he kind of half as a joke, but also half kind of serious. He doesn't like flying and flying races, and his current character, a half elf, is afraid of heights. No, yeah, he's afraid of heights. and I had them fight this kinda like golem things who was like connected to the like what the origins of Itzerath in that world. So it could like shoot raise the damage and had like a chance of mutating them in ways similar to how the Itzerath are changed. He got hit, failed his save, and now he's starting to grow wings. And he was like, "Fuck you!"
Nice.
Was hilarious.
Troll eat the head of a player character.
Yeah. Oh. Oof. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
They were being dicks, and I needed to scare them, so I killed one of them.
Yeah. That you were. They actually last week last week they went up a tower, rescued a dragon, and fought, and then or they fought a princess to rescue a dragon in a tower. That's I thought it was pretty funny. I'm like, yeah. So they were there fighting, and then because the princess had like a spellcaster on their side, and he cast like vicious mockery and like laughed and told them that like, oh, isn't it usually the other way around? And they were like, oh my god, they realized that then. And like I realized that like earlier in the week, that the irony of that situation. But it ended with them kidnapping the princess, riding away with the dragon. So they now had the good faith of the wizard that asked them to do this, who were there and like set a bomb and stuff. The dragon, and they kidnapped a princess and convinced and managed to, with like the wizarding party, he uses his last first level spell to cast Disguise Self on a soldier they'd seen that were like allied to this city but like part of the land, and were like, oh, fuck you, we tricked ya. So they now think that another cat stole the princess. So they just started a war. That's that. I love that. It's pretty great because it's the land that they managed this city to start a war on is the land that he hates, because it's like where he lives was on the it's like a border province with them, so they've like been fighting more.
That sounds awesome.
Guys, we're behind. We need to start a war now.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
My
we kind of should
players-
start a war, right?
Yeah,
Like-
why not? I mean, my players fell into a book.
Oh my god, that's great.
I had them into, like, a giant kidnapped them, and in his house they tried to escape, walked across his desk and fell into the magic book, and it took them like 2 months IRL to get out of the book. And now they're out of the book. They killed the giant and at one of their heads, and now they're at a village and trying to collect some magic items that, if collected, will summon a really, really bad thing. But they don't know that.
Okay.
Chaos stones, emeralds, whatever.
But it's not
Infinity
masks.
stones.
They're collecting broken
Fast.
domino masks.
Yeah, I'll be back in like a sec.
I'm gonna go get some food and be back also in like a
Oh
second.
shit, I'm fucking hungry.
I should drink and get something against the headache. So
I just ate a
You're
bunch of bread with Philadelphia cheese. I'm gonna go out and then I'm
Amazing.
gonna come back for pizza. So like carbs night.
okay, well, what is the time thingy? When will we all be back?
10 minutes. Close to that. I mean,
Okay,
I'm gonna go. So see
get
you
some
all
food.
next week, I suppose.
Bye bye.
I'll catch up. Thank you, Carlton. Have a great week, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Sorry guys. I got some mom problems.
Guess who's back? Back again. None of you have guessed. You're the worst people ever.
I'm just gonna mute the whole thing for now so no one can hear you in the break.
as we
Get crushed by a meteor.
no, so you're traveling on the road to Brindle. Do you all want to do something, or do you want to just take in the view?
I'm still
I'm all
looking
alone.
out.
What is in the view?
Oh hey, we're back.
I'm back.
Hmm?
Sorry. I'm looking around for creatures, anything.
Okay.
I'll also be looking around for creatures. Ones
So-
that look like they will taste nice.
First you just go past like the open fields, but you start to quickly like go past like outlying farms and like tiny villages. And yeah, you as you start to close to Brindle, you can see like fields where like that have been like work land. Yeah, you start to come to the town itself, and you can see it is situated on the mouth of this big river, and there seems to be like and the road itself leads into like the northern part of it, on the same side of the river that you are. And as you come close, you can see it's surrounded by like a very like simple wooden, but very high wooden wall, and you can see bridges going over the river to the other side, where it's also like a section of the city. However, that city seems to be made of like stone, and it also seems to be more crumbled, and you don't see much activity there. You can't see like any real like traces of smoke or anything coming from like chimneys like that you can see on the north side. We start to come into this seemingly bustling town. Yeah, you come into the
After I just
the
inhale.
settlement itself.
Yeah, after I just kind of like inhales the air and just it's home.
Yeah, you can smell this like this smell of like seawater and such. Since you're by the coast.
After it looks happy.
What? Why does it smell weird? I've never. What's the smell?
Ever been
I
to
don't-
the sea? That's what
No,
sea
I've never-
smells like.
what's
That
the
or
sea?
piss. It's like a weird
I
mix
don't-
sometimes,
It's
depending
sea.
where you are.
Orphanage to sea. A lot.
I've never seen the sea. Sea.
About time you do.
It's kind of like an O, but misses a part.
Okay,
The
come.
sea's just
I mean,
not
I've
that
read
great.
about it,
It's just
like-
quite boring.
I got a
It's really huge.
It's
A lot of water.
quite boring. It's like a huge amount of the same thing.
I've heard it looks really nice.
DM,
You know,
I got
I'm
a
not being
question.
Yes.
I don't know if I wrote it up right or if, I mean, should I just say it in PMs? I don't know.
Yeah, you just send a message if you.
I mean, I will say it so the others can RP.
Can I ask, did you move us on the location, or are we still where we are on the map?
No, you're in Brindle.
Okay.
Oh, So, what are we doing?
Thinking,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know any real.
Yeah, you start going past these storefronts and like houses, and what's his name? Names. Talon. Kind of like starts to slow the cart a bit and like looks over his shoulder to you and like, do you know any good? What are your plan here?
Well, mine is personally just to check on my family. I kind of was gone for a little bit, and I just want to check on them and just maybe get some materials, maybe. But I don't know where should we go from here. Maybe we can look around for something.
I have nothing particular in mind now, but I have heard rumors or some, I don't know, strange sunken city. So I thought we could check that out. That maybe. something?
What did you
Looking
say?
for my friend.
I said that I had heard rumors of some strange sunken cities, so maybe we could go check that out after
Shit,
down here if we don't find any work immediately.
Wait, can you say that again, Martin?
I think I heard sunken cities.
Yeah, sunken cities.
Sunken. That's so.
Oh no! You've heard of like. I know. Referring to it, I think you've heard of like a castle that's like sunken into the ground, ruined, but that's in the Stony Woods.
Oh,
I know one.
Oh,
That's
wait,
you
what?
got, guys.
No, I did ski, but I just brought sunken cities to the north, and Brindle is kind of north, so okay, I guess for retcon everything didn't happen, didn't say anything. Retcon alert.
Yeah, Sophia. Oh, sorry, Beatrice will mention that she had her like people being disturbed in the night. Wait, like Beatrice will mention that she had heard that people couldn't or people were awakened in the night by strange noises near the harbor in Vine.
Take out at night in the harbor. That sounds like fun.
I have a question.
Yes.
Where's Wayward Isle?
Jade Isle is over here.
No, not Jade. Wayhold.
Wayhold. Oh, it's above Jade. Over here, where Osprey's resting.
Oh
Old
yeah, I see
castle.
that now.
Oh, Jesus
Well,
Christ.
I heard a rumour that there's some kind of ruins on Wayward Style.
But how far is that?
Well, Captain I knew. He's just, I forgot how to pronounce his fucking name. So he saw lights from ruins, which will be lit not too far off the port-ish.
Sorry,
What
I
is
wasn't
it?
listening.
I can't be asked to repeat myself, so I'm gonna just
Just type it
the
out.
rumour that I heard in the thing, because I can't be asked to say it again.
Maybe we should find somewhere to stay in.
There it is.
Unless we're planning on staying on the street.
That is basically more or less what I said.
Well, we're heading to the Patriarch ship. He might be thankful that you saved us. We're his extended family, so.
Oh, Talon.
Yes.
One question: do you have any of that coffee here, or anybody who I could ask here for some?
On the ship, he might have. I do not know. They might have sold it off, but you know, you can always be hopeful.
You do not have a direct salesperson here now.
What?
What? Sorry.
What did you say?
Do they have a direct salesperson here or not? I didn't hear. Like, do they have somebody here who would have it, who's in the city?
Possibly on the ship. I don't know of any person in Brindle. I haven't really been there before, so.
Okay, never mind then.
But on the ship there might be some coffee. I'm not sure. And if we sold to a merchant, he might have.
Okay. Thank you.
By the way, by now, his sister has climbed up on the wagon. It's like looking around, but he's just looking ahead and like trying to like steer the cart where he should go. And he kind of turns to you, Keelfield, like, you said you were here before. You've been here before, right? You live here?
To me?
Yes.
Yes, I am from here.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, so.
I can navigate.
Okay, yeah, just help me get to the harbor and that should be. Yeah. So, yeah, with the guidance of Elvira, you get to the harbor district, the district, where.
Do you have a map of
Yeah.
Grindel?
Yeah, I would have a map of Bridal
But yeah, like you
crashed.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Yep.
Saved on your computer. Oh yeah, no, never mind.
No, it's on a dead computer.
Yeah, I remembered as I was speaking. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, you come to this, and there's like this big open like square with like several like like merchant what's it called, merchant stalls that have been put up. You can hear a lot of people like shouting and like bartering for goods and stuff. You can see stretched along this line or there's like line there docks with like several like ships. And yeah, you can see some leaving, a few coming. And also you can see like out on the, now you can see the coastline, or sorry, the horizon stretched out, and you can see a ship like patrolling maybe further out. Yeah, you can see a lot of like, you know, Elvira, you know that you're that Eldamar would have his stall somewhere here as well, or like his shop.
Yeah, I am keeping out for my yeah, Adamar.
Yeah, I mean, you know where his shop is, so you could easily go there.
But
I'm staring at the ocean.
I'm just gonna.
Do you like it?
It's very big. A lot of water.
Told you so.
I'm gonna.
So pretty.
I'm gonna ask
not
the siblings if.
No, it's kind of tradition. The first time someone sees the ocean, they have to piss in it. Or jump in, either way, but you
I'm
have
fully
to
fine
do
with that transition. Let's go.
something with the... Well,
I have never heard any of that.
well,
I mean, if I do need to piss, so I might as well do it somewhere.
Yeah, how? But she's like, I've never heard any of that. It's like a.
I've lived on a boat for the majority of my life.
Is that a known thing?
No.
it's not a known thing, it's a... Fred was... Wherever my city is.
Fred you mean Fred Lysian? Yeah.
I fully believe her. Let's go. Who was on the pissing in the ocean train?
I don't know. But yes,
Stop pissing and everything.
Hey, guys, wait 1 second. Elvira, what are you saying?
Why am I being loud again? Okay. I'm gonna ask the siblings if they are okay with if I check on my mother quick. You know, like stall, like the shop and such.
Well, yeah, we're not in a hurry.
So
We're here for a bit, so you know, we'll just park our car for a bit and then look around, and then we'll go to the ship. So we could meet you here in like a few minutes, like 20 minutes or half an hour.
okay, thank you. I'm gonna like try and find my way. Also, I think I sent you a document of Aphira's things.
Some time ago, yes.
I can send it to you. So, oh god damn it, my mouse just died. What the hell is going on? Anyway, I'm gonna. Also, yeah, I wrote that thing.
Yes, I have that open already.
Oh, by the way, thank you for this. Yeah.
Jessica is kind of looking out for Bards and her friend.
Make a perception check.
I will make a perception check.
Also, I think I wrote in my document.
Yeah, I see a lot of bards.
So, I mean, you don't see any bards. You like.
You cut off.
You can see someone who seems like to be a shepherd. He has like a sheep behind him, like with people like keeping shirts there like together. And you can see another one like seems to be like a peddler of goods. He has like a big cart with like tons of like crates and stuff. and then you see something like you see another person similar to like the shepherd, but instead of like maybe like a dozen sheep, there are like maybe 4 of these extremely large spiders. Like the body is the same. It's this like the body has the same size of like a horse body, and then like the big legs, and like people like they aren't like they're keeping a distance, but they aren't like panicking or anything. They're just like walking around it and like seem very used to this site, and he also like behind them is like a cart with these big like rolls of things on the.
I see this, right?
Yeah. I mean, you probably.
I would like. Sorry.
I'm gonna
Yes?
go over to Luma and just say, please don't shoot them if possible. Those they are really sensitive, okay? We have them too.
Didn't want to shoot them. Spiders are cool.
Can you ride spiders?
I wanted to ask him if I could pet one.
Well,
I
giant
The other
spider.
shepherd because he's boring.
Luma becomes a cocoon.
I'm flipping up the other shepherd. The normal shepherd.
DM.
Yes?
Do I know if the spiders are aggressive because I grew up here? Are they?
Depends on the spiders.
I'm going to the spider guy.
Spider-Man,
Okay, so yeah, you go up to the spider guy. He looks at it like, yes.
I pet that one. The really big one.
He kind of like gives you the smile like, yeah, sure.
I'm on top of the biggest one.
Yeah, sure. And it kind of like makes this like kind of sounds like, but like almost not sound. And the spider kind of turns around like, but yeah, you kind of go and pet it. It's very like hairy and it's very like thick, coarse hair. And you see these several eyes, like black eyes, that are just like looking ahead.
I look into the eyes and I just go like, what do your eyes see? You have so many. Oh!
Yeah.
Trying to climb up on top of the spider.
Okay, yeah, you climb on top of the spider. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is a big spider.
I am legit terrified right now.
How do I get one? I want to buy one. How much?
Well, I mean,
I named this one Barrett. Reminds me of Paris.
This is a bad idea.
Make a general. Let's just check. Yeah, like make a general charisma check.
Oh, charisma check.
Yes. You know your best stats.
My God.
I mean,
So it's like, well, I do have a few. It's rates my trade though. You know, I would make silk out of them. So.
Luma dear. Luma.
He kind of scratches his head. Well, I could possibly give you 150 gold, but
Yes, take all my gold. I want the
well,
spider.
sorry, I was looking at the wrong. It would be like maybe like 100. Yeah.
Luma, they are really expensive. I think I wrote it, Carlton. I think I wrote you that we actually have some. My family has like 2, or I don't know what I wrote. I think I wrote.
Yes.
Like I wrote. I'm just gonna tell
You would have a place like out of town, or sorry, like in the same valley, like like
just
maybe like an hour or something. Yeah.
Luma dear, we have some spiders, so you can check them
But
out.
I want this one. I already named it Paris.
I have spiders.
Can I walk over at this point?
We will show you, and maybe you can have.
Do we have?
Name a spider after me.
Yes, it reminds me of you. Look, you're just as hairy.
I am. That's
Okay,
quite
I'm
rude.
just
I am
gonna
quite well
leave
groomed.
this conversation now, and I'm gonna find my mother.
And you maybe change the price from 100 to 30 gold.
Yes, please do that.
Question: what is happening?
You can't. She's trying to buy a spiral.
It's a giant spider and I want it.
He's like, excuse me, but no.
What about 60 gold?
Sure though.
what about?
Right.
How much?
I will lean over.
I'm just yelling back to the guys that
100
these are
gold,
part
little
of the trade,
sheep
guys.
now, innit?
Guys.
I mean, 100 gold is way too much for just a boring spider. No one would ever, you know.
I mean, they usually sell food, but this is an old one. It's getting a bit old, so it's a bit cheaper for this one. But you know, this is where I get my money from.
It likes me way more than it likes you.
I kind of like.
Point.
Be
It's
nice.
also named after me, so I
It kind of makes this like other like almost whistling noise, and it kind of just like ruffles. I need you to make a dexterity.
Save or just
Save, yes.
Okay.
Also, DM, I'm just going to just find
Okay, so it kind of like you kind of like fly like. You hobble down to the street. You can hear a few like chuckles from people around it, like see it, like haha, and like move on, and you're like and it's like, are you sure about that, little girl?
Can I try and catch her?
That was
Are they-
part
I mean,
of
she's
the
all
plan.
around.
We had an agreement.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to steal your spider when you sleep. Bye!
You kind of like, guards, I have a thin little girl here, and they kind of like look over and like, oh, it's a girl.
Don't assume
What do you mean?
I
It's a
have
girl?
known that I'm like 200 years in gnome years, and I'm very old and wise.
What?
And I want a
Make-
spider, but he's taking it from me.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
No, she is.
This is,
Why
Where?
am I doing all of this?
this is glorious.
Yeah?
You can see
I'm
one of the
200
guards.
years
They're like two. Just like from behind them.
Intimidate the guards by staring down like.
Can you please be quiet and not interrupt her? So there are two human guards that you saw, and then you see another guard like comes. They have same like uniform. They have like kind of red, like very dark red on like the shoulders and like the helmets. It comes from behind them. This gnome guard with like a spear, like. Yeah, you're not old. You're young, little kid. Where's your parents?
I don't know!
I'm her favorite.
Probably dead because they're 200 years older than I am.
We lived for 600 years.
Yeah, and they kind of looked at each other like, what?
I don't know. Shit.
The gnome is like,
You suck.
the gnome kind of looks at you and like shakes his. And he said he mutters under his breath in gnomish like, stupid kids, and like walks away, and the guards like shrug and like go after him.
Flipping that dude off. The other gnome.
DM?
Face.
DM?
Yes.
I went up to find my mother. Sting, you know. So.
Alright, so.
I don't know where Amon is.
Maybe you could follow me. I don't know.
Can I follow her, please?
Okay, then you follow me.
Sure, yeah, I can follow her. She walks away from the group and comes to this like it's like these more like shorter or like one floor houses here. Like or no, it was the second floor. Sorry. There's one where it's just like a there's like a sign with like a scissor and like it says like yeah, like Eantris tailors and weavers.
I'm gonna knock first. Just you know, out of.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it says on the side like open business right now, or like open.
I'm gonna open the door.
Okay, so anyone else like go?
I don't know who's gonna. I think Amon was.
Yeah, Amon is following him.
Yeah, you're just like ding from like a small bell as you both of you enter, and
I have to bend down slightly not to hit my head.
yeah, and you go inside, and it's like there are like shelves here with like with you know, like these bundles of like fabric in different like quality and colors and stuff like that, and even like a few like fully made like pieces of clothing that are like on display here, and you can see a desk on the other side, and by it sits a like halfling, or sorry, half elf woman with long strawberry blonde hair and like these blue eyes, and she looks over, and has this like bright smile, like, oh, hello, how are you?
Hi, Mom.
Amos stays quiet and awkward.
Hey, Ophira. And she looks over and like, oh, is this your friend?
Yes, this is my friend, and I'm just gonna like nicely pat Almon.
Like,
He waves shyly.
yeah, like she walks up and goes up to you, Ophira, and like gives you a big hug. I was like, oh, hello, and like stretches out her hand. It's like, yeah, nice to meet you.
I just thought checking in. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay, but I have some nice friends. This is one of them, and
I'm glad to hear that.
and I don't know how long I'm gonna stay. I'm just thought checking in after just going to the city and back, and I was just a bit worried and all that.
Yes, yeah.
How are how is father and brother? How are they?
They are both good. Yes. Yeah, everything's good. I miss you, of course, but it's great that you're back now. You are you gonna stay for the day at least?
I will stay for a day. Can I don't know, sleep at home maybe? I don't want to.
Oh, of course.
I'm just asking because I was gone. I don't know.
No, but it was just a business trip, of course.
Okay. I'm like oh god. Out of character. This is a little bit awkward, but this is my first time RPing like this.
Almon is just standing there awkwardly, just quiet and doesn't know what to do.
And yeah, she kind of like looks over and you. Well, and any tea?
Oh, Almon, would you like something? I'm just looking at Almon, just nicely, like. Just, if you want to.
Quite out of character. Something or some tea?
Some tea.
Tea.
Like, drink.
Drink.
Tea would be nice.
Well, yes, I'll go and prepare that.
Thank you.
Also, I'm gonna whisper to Almon that please be careful with the yarns. Just whisper to Almon to be careful.
He whispers back. He whispers back. I'm trying to hold back.
Okay. And I'm just gonna, have a tea with Mom, and I do. And I don't know, I just want the others to RP to out of character. So I think just I think we're just speaking with each other. I'm sleepy. Okay. I think this is for now, no? What are the others doing? Someone being attacked by guards.
So, while this is happening, what's the rest of you doing?
We're fighting in public places.
Yeah, I think we've all started a fight and people are now watching.
I want to try and find.
Anyone can take Barris.
Fuck you, Barris.
One at a second. Merlin, you first.
I want to find a place somewhere like also like back in Hammerdale where we took somewhere we can find a job as mercenary.
Yeah, I mean there are taverns.
I would go to a tavern and like maybe ask the barkeeper like if there's any jobs or something. Like, if there's any trouble that needs help, something like that.
Okay, so yeah, you go into one, just like located like right by the by the like docks. It's just called the Dolphin, and you can see the innkeeper is like a human. He's maybe like 30 years old, but he has like dark and brown hair, but like with a gray streak. And he kind of smiles at you and like, well, there are these sounds on during the night here in the docks that people around have been hearing, and me too. It's waking people up and such strange noises.
Like what?
They're like like that's something like strange noises. It's different noises.
Something getting dragged.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure drag, but like things like hitting each other, like some falling over, and then there are like weird like gurgles. There are a bit of rumors and such. I'm not sure what to believe, but I've heard a bit like thumping and such.
Okay.
I'm dead.
I'm going to go. After that, thank you very much, Hunter. And after that, I'm going to go maybe ask some of the watchmen about like the noises, and to be like,
yeah, they kind of give you this awkward look and like, yeah, we're supposed to look into it, and we are. There aren't too many of us though, so we kind of stretch thin. Most of us are out in the ships and protecting the coast.
if somebody would find the source and if necessary dispatch of it, would there be a reward?
I'm pretty sure that could be arranged. I just patrol the streets, but yeah, probably.
Okay, thank you very much. And I leave. And I walk away. I'm done.
Luma, Taiwan, you doing it?
Yeah.
We are planning a spider theft.
Okay, so. Alright, so yeah, what are you doing?
I'm fully on board this plan.
What is the plan?
Dawn we steal, that's all we have. We were distracted insulting the original Barris.
So, yeah.
We are going to replace the worst Barris, which is chair, with the better Barris, which is a spider.
Alright, so you're standing there in the street.
We're standing in the middle of the street planning a spider theft.
Well, we're quiet. I mean, we're not.
I'm not. I'm screaming the whole time.
You could go to an alley if you want.
Yeah, we go be edgy in an alleyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
go into an alleyway.
We find the edgiest
Can
alleyway.
as we're walking, just see if any guards are walking after us?
Looking at the
make a perception check.
gnome. Think of all the things we could do if we had better Barris.
You can currently not see any guards following you.
Okay.
Anything.
Patrolling the streets or like talking to people, and, like, talking to each other. I see two people in like guard uniforms, but they don't have like their weapons, and like seeing like what seems to be like a cafe and like drinking something, talking to each other and like laughing. But that's the only guards you see.
Okay. How about we steal one for each of us?
Everyone gets embarrassed. I like
Hang
that
on,
idea.
1 second.
Okay, so I get embarrassed, you get embarrassed? Do the ones that don't help also get embarrassed?
Yes, we have Barris the second, third, and fourth. We'll all get Barrises.
Okay.
Barris
But Barris the second is the better Barris.
Barrises.
Barrises.
No, second is best Barris. Then
a second is best Barris. then is Incredible Barris, then is Wonderful Barris, and
then there's
I
Worst
forgot
Barris.
how many people we are.
We are free. That's
It's the only one that's not a spider. Correct?
I'm not a spider. Are you a spider?
Are you a spider?
Am I a spider?
I can't tell.
I am a spider. I have tricked you the whole time, believing I was just a very old gnome lady.
Whoa. What is? I don't think it. Seeing as we've been tricking everyone that you're like super old and everything, what if we keep doing that and then no one will suspect us? They think you're old, no one will suspect us you. No.
Makes sense.
The best one. Exactly.
It's perfectly logical to me. I want a spider. I really fucking want a spider.
Helps you.
You think I'm joking, but I want that spider.
So do I. I could stab people while on a spider.
Yeah.
Wait, can't we talk to spiders? I've tried that one.
Can we talk to
They're
spiders?
not very nice.
I mean, I sometimes talk to spiders, but they don't really respond.
How much?
But I also talk to, who is a mouse all the time, and he doesn't respond.
From a distance. Like, it's alright.
So
Looks
mouse,
what
shut up,
is it?
worse Paris.
I'm trying to
I'm off in a
RP with weird
distance.
shit that I can't.
Okay.
How about we try and buy it again before we go on full theft?
I don't
What if we
have
steal-
100
What if
gold.
we steal money? What if we can get enough money? We'll go on a bank heist. Get enough
Oh,
money,
I like
and then
that.
we can buy them.
It's been so long since I was allowed to steal money. Alfira was always like, no, that's mean. You don't do that. Blah, 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 blah.
Hey, she doesn't need to know. It's fine. We just steal it from a really rich guy, then you'll never notice. It's genius.
Yeah, let's find some rich guys. Do we find any rich guys?
Make a perception check.
Yeah. I want to find rich guys.
Come on, perception 1.
Fuck.
Damn it.
Everyone can make perception check.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm gonna do this too.
We do?
No, like everyone there, which are the like Cora, Luma, and Baron. Oh, sorry, Baron. So, Luma and Barris, you're like, no, Taewon, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, yeah, sorry. So yeah, Barris and Luma, you're like looking around. You're probably looking in the wrong. Rich guys here. Taewon and Cora, you look towards the. You start to hear like this murmuring and like the masses and like people like backing away from like the center of the street, and you look towards where like we're looking from, and where like people are looking, which is the from the docks, and you can see these. You can see these like troop of. You can start to hear like as like marching, and you start to see these soldiers who have like these like gold and like dark blue uniforms and like a carriage behind. They have like very like almost like pale skin all of them and like very strange looking armor compared to what you've seen around here in the Isles before. And people are like, and you start hearing this movement like, oh, are the guests of the Baron? What are we doing here? And that's where we're gonna end.
Oh.
Okay.
But I wanted to steal from them.
Yeah.
Well, I know you do, so you'll be able to try next week.
I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget it.
Well, I got here like for I don't know how much time.
From soldiers for spider.
Colton,
Yes.
you said gold-plated soldiers like that.
No, they had like they had like
Write down fancy armored soldiers.
yeah, gold and dark blue were the colors. Like the colors were gold and dark blue. It wearing like gold armor, although there were probably like some gold like regalia on it, like golden eagles. But yes. Very fancy, yes.
I'm gonna say this now. I'm not sure about next week, but 2 weeks from now, I can definitely not play.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, cool. We have one session to steal from everything with Pearl
Yeah.
Soldier. Okay.
I want that spider so badly. I never wanted a pet in Dungeons and Dragons before, but this time I do.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Well, have you ever
Me?
had a horse? in
Imagine
the-
what my
in
gnome
space
could
the
do
same
on
thing?
top of a spider.
Look at this amazing schedule I have.
I mean, you could have just asked Afra and she would have given
spiders
you
aren't
one
that good for
because she
stealth.
has one. She
How
has.
perfectly timed those 2 exams are, so I can
Fuck.
just about not play the session.
That fucking sucks.
Oof. Well, yeah, I need to go right now, so.
Okay,
Thank you all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I was super late.
You are the cutest kitten
I
ever.
hate
You are
it.
my favorite kitten, Amon.
Well,
I want you as a
next week,
Bye-bye.
we have the spider. Bye.
Let's just.
We're buying a spider with stolen money, so that's going to be fun.
Okay, but
let's
just so you know, we could work up the money to buy the spider.
No,
Could, but we could
that's too
also steal.
We just steal it. We just find a bunch of posh girls and just steal from them.
How about we
steal from the Skyward Sisters?
Oh god, I'm so
Spider
scared.
sister, we're looking for mine and work. Sorry.
Yeah, if we see a bunch of girls running around singing, that's who we're stealing from.
What is it, Tough? What did you want to say? Tough?
Let's just chat.
Yeah, I mean we can chill here and do something for a minute.
Yeah.
I got time.
I mean,
Or maybe, like-
I mean, that Zahir talk was actually pretty cool. That was pretty cool, in my opinion. I don't know.
What did I miss before the break? What happened? What did you guys do?
I mean,
Zahir
mostly
and
RPG.
Afria had a talk, and you were sleeping, but I can tell you it's nothing much. Just Afria and Zahir talking about stuff, how they are, both of them are strange, both of them are out of place, because freaking tiefling, but the other one is something else. Changeling, but you don't know that as a character.
I know that as a character.
No, you don't.
Yes, I was there. Well, I don't know what you are, but I know that
Yeah,
you're
but
weird.
you saw what I am, but you don't know what I am. Like, you know what I mean.
Okay, yeah.
But,
Amon knows as well, but he doesn't know what changelings are. Yay.
yeah. But Zahir and Dafir had a talk, and Dafir changed herself into Zahir, just messing around, and you know, just having a nice, you know.
Could Elfira look like Elmon? She could. She can change her size, right?
Yeah, she can.
I'll post my notes for the session as well. They are really thought out and very well written. Like, I have never perfection, you know. That's all I written down this week.
I was actually expecting some drawings or doodles, but nah, half a sentence worth of that. Amazing.
So fancy boys.
Krim,
That is the most important
Krim,
part. About it.
imagine 2 cats. Imagine 2 Elmons.
Yes, please.
I'm just imagining
Yes.
like when Coral and Taylin just come into wherever Elfira's house is, just with a bag of money.
And a spider.
And 2 spiders.
I mean,
With so much money, we're buying just all the spiders.
You silly bastards! You could have just asked Afria. She has goddamn spiders.
We don't want to just ask. We
We're
want to
impatient.
steal
What
a
do you want?
spider.
She could just give her spider. I gave the spiders names, by the way. Her 2 favorites. Do you want to hear their name? It sounds.
Is it as good as Barris the second?
No, one of the spiders is called Jasper, and the other is Carol.
Oh, that's adorable. But also Barris.
Yes,
the second.
What is it?
Barris, and Barris.
Let's just
Oh
start
yeah,
in character.
Krim, did you
Why not?
end the stream?
Oh no, sorry.